Good morning, everyone. Today we are talking to Professor Abha Chauhan, and this conversation is for the archival section of Indian Sociological Society. As you know, Professor Abha Chauhan has long been associated with Indian Sociological Society. She has served as convener gender studies. She has been the managing committee member of Indian Sociological Society, then secretary, and then president, and still now she is playing an active role as advisor of Indian Sociological Society. Anyone can approach her, not that it is some official designation. So, uh, in this interview, let us move to Professor Abha Chauhan and let us seek her own introduction in her own words. So, Professor Abha Chauhan, what would you like to say about yourself? How about your education, your journey to the field of sociology, and where all have you served during this period? So, we would like to know a little about your journey.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor Shweta Prasad, the Secretary of Indian Sociological Society. At the outset, I'm thankful to the ISS for starting and taking this initiative of recording the interviews of various people in the discipline and uploading it on the archival section of the ISS. Regarding myself, Shweta has already said a few things, but let me just begin by saying that I had my earlier education in Meerut, where my father, Professor Abha Chauhan, was the head of the Department of Sociology. And I think my initiation into the discipline has been primarily because of him. And then I went on to do my graduation from Miranda House College at Delhi University, and then MA, MPhil, and PhD from JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. So that is my education background in brief. And then I started my career as a lecturer in BDK College, Agra. And then I served in some colleges of Delhi University and worked in Center for Women Development Studies as well, IIT Delhi, some NGOs, and then finally moved to Jammu University as associate professor in 2001, and then finally I became a professor in 2009. So that is a brief introduction of myself regarding my education and my career. Yeah.
So, thank you. Even I was not aware of this academic journey which you just shared because we are associated uh, through Indian Sociological Society. So, it was interesting to know your academic journey and how many colleges you have been associated with in this journey. So, though I know, but this is for, and even if I can, if I'm saying that I know, this is not correct, as I just mentioned that even I was not aware of your academic journey. So I would like to know about your works, the area of your study, your publications, and some of the publications I have also been part of as one of the contributors. But there are others, and there must be others about which we are not aware of. So could you please highlight some of your works and for the for others to know?
Yeah. Okay. I think, first of all, I would say that gender studies has been my most important area. After doing my MPhil and when I came to do PhD, I started working under Professor R.K. Jain. For MPhil, I worked under Professor Yogen Singh. And then I was interested actually in working on tribals. So Professor Singh suggested that you work under Professor Jain because that was his area of social anthropology. So then I started working on tribals in Madhya Pradesh, and my PhD was on a Saharia tribe, which is a primitive tribal group in Madhya Pradesh. So that is one another area I can say studying tribals. So it is basically starting from gender, moving on to tribal studies, because I wanted always to study other culture, other people than my own. And then that studying that inspired me to go on for community studies, because a lot of people say that studying one community is not useful, but we all know in sociology, like, studying one village has been very important, so studying a tribe has also been very important. And when I was in Delhi in CWDS, then I got interested in a Mio community, which is in Mewat district in Haryana. And that's a Muslim community, but that also has a tribal origin. And it was very fascinating because of the kind of combination of both Hindu and Muslim kinship principles and marriage practices among them. So I worked on that, on a project also in ICSR on that, and then some publications were also there regarding that. So, community studies became another of my area. And when I moved to Jammu, as I was told by my father that wherever you stay, you must pick up something very unique to that area and understand the context of that region. So, I got interested in what is called sociology of religion. And it was Professor Rana PV Singh actually who encouraged me to present a paper in Kunming, in China. So I prepared a paper on Mata Vaishno Devi and presented there, and that's why I got influenced, inspired to work in sociology of religion. Professor T. N. Madan's work also was very encouraging for me. And then I some of my students in Jammu University also worked in these areas, and I also compiled a book of all my scholars. It has 15 papers, and except mine, all were my research scholars. So that was one thing I could do. Some of these papers dealt with the sociology of religion as such. So the book, another book which came out from Springer it was. In 2021, it was Sufi saints and deity worship, and that also had some very interesting papers, particularly the papers which deal with these shrines and Sufi saints which are on the borders, on the line of control, and how people come together to worship those. So that was another area. I'm still working on this, and I'm now, since I'm in Himachal Pradesh Central University, working since March 2023. I have also developed interest in another deities. This is a place of, this is called Devbhumi. So there are many female goddesses worshipped here. So I am picking up some of those. So continuing my interest in that. And I would say the last my area of research and very much of interest is related to borderlands conflict, and how the conflict or wars between the two countries in the northwestern part of country, particularly in Jammu and Kashmir, has impacted the people who live in the villages in the border areas, particularly from women perspective. I must add that all my works, like whether it's on tribe or communities or sociology of religion or conflict or migration or borderland, all had gender perspective. So I have tried to look all of them through gender lens. So that has been always central. But this is something very important area. It attempts to bring the narratives of the people from the margins to the center, and it provides a different kind of perspective to the discipline of sociology. So they are broadly my areas of work and interest and research.
And thank you so much. As you said, from gender to tribal to community studies, then sociology of religion, and now to border conflict related studies, borderline conflicts. So the journey has been quite interesting, and I'm sure this is you're not going to stop here. In future also, you'll be coming up most probably with some new areas also. Uh,
Sure.
Goddess, as your area of study, with gender being the dominant theme across the fields you are taking for study. So, one takeaway for students, especially, I would like to highlight that particular part which Professor Abha Chauhan has used while introducing her work. The sentence which she used is that one of the professors, very senior professors, suggested her to take the area of study which is unique to the place where you are living. So that is somewhere for everyone. Choose some topic that is unique and where you are living. That is one takeaway for the students and for many. upcoming teachers, in fact, teachers also, budding sociologists. So, moving forward, Professor Abha Chauhan, uh, you have been academically very active, no doubt, and but your role in building up Indian Sociological Society has also been very significant, because Indian Sociological Society has been one institution where sociologists from across India has been contributing meaningfully to take it forward, its journey forward. So I would like to know about your role in Indian sociological, various roles that you have played, and that I, in fact, highlighted also a little part though during introduce your introduction. So, could you please highlight your journey to this particular field, uh, organization, Indian Sociological Society?
Okay, yeah, I think that's something very interesting. And Indian Sociological Society has been very central to me, and it's very important for me throughout my journey of my subject and my discipline. Actually, again, I would here say that I have to say this, that this initiation came from my father, Professor Brejrachan, who was also the president of Indian Sociological Society in 1989-90, and also he got the Lifetime Achievement Award. My brother, Professor Arvind Chauhan, also he was in Barkatullah University, Bhopal. So, basically the initiation came from there. And when he was there till 2009, my father, he was very, very keen that I should be a member of Indian Sociological Society, not only the life member, but also play a very important role. I became life member when I was doing my MA and much earlier, and so my LMI number is also 1025, which is like it looks ancient, but there are many many senior people who joined after me. I
Right.
was only in MA at that time when I joined, and so I became life member very early. And then slowly and steadily, that he was very keen that as long as he was there, he wanted me to see in a position. So I was not very keen initially, but very early, again in 2001 and 2002, I stood for managing committee, membership, and then I got into it. And then after Professor Dhanagre, Professor Parthanath Mukherjee, so I had the privilege of working under them. They were the presidents, and then I got interested into it. And then 2016 and 17, I became the secretary. And as you already mentioned, then once you are into it, then the president. But I must mention this, between 2014, 10 and 14, I was the convener of RC10. And I must acknowledge Professor Shweta Prasad was also the convener before me, and now Dr. Rajni. They have worked very hard. And here I would also say, like Professor Jayalakshmi and Professor Rajmohini Sethi, Professor Kamla Ganesh, they were all associated with RC10, and which it has reached to this stage. So I owe my presence here, my works here to RC10 a lot. And family, marriage, kinship, there's another one. So all these were. The reasons that I became very much interested into, Indian Sociological Society and its works. And then 2005, I was in the University of Jammu when All India Sociological Conference was held. So we played a very, important part. And still, till today, I keep hearing that Jammu conference was a very good conference. So these were, some of the roles that I had played. And also I would say, just add that for several years I don't remember that I've missed out any conference. So it's absolutely a consistent effort. I think I maybe out of 20, maybe out 25, I might have missed one or two. So
Right.
it has been so much regular till now. Even the last one I attended in Gurgaon again, and now this conference, the 50th All India Sociological Conference, again I'm going to attend. So it has been I have been very regular in this, and I will tell all the students, scholars, especially the younger people, to attend. Many people say it's like Mela and all that, but I absolutely don't think like that. It
Not at
gives us
all.
so much of opportunity to us to meet people, to present our papers, and also to get them published. This is something which I could publish in Sociological Bulletin once I entered into this, became very regular, and of course at other places as well. So it's like it's my part of my personality, part of my identity, Indian Sociological Society. That's what I can say.
I agree totally, 100%. Because, yes, since last 15 years, I'm seeing you regularly in every conference. Neither I missed nor you missed. So,
Yeah.
yes, Indian Sociological Society trains you in a different way. And you're absolutely right. You're forgetting probably some more things. Would you like to say something? Because you have
About?
done about NCRA, National Council of Regional Associations, that was
Yeah.
formed during your presidentship.
Mhm.
So, can
Yeah.
you highlight something about your
Yeah,
idea
thanks. Yeah,
of
thanks,
NCRA?
Shweta, for reminding me this. National Council of Regional Association is a kind of a body that we formed. When Shweta earlier, when I was the president, she was the managing committee member, and then the secretary. And we took this initiative and formed this council. This is an association of different. A kind of a platform or a forum to bring all regional association together, state association, regional association, and provide them a platform so that we can discuss many things which are there in the different regions. And of course, at the ISS we also encourage the formulation of new regional association, and I could see that in last 3 4 years many regional associations have been either revived or new ones have been formed. So
Right.
I would again say that whosoever the next the office bearer, the MC members, ISS people, they should kind of continue with this initiative and make this kind of a network of the regional association strong. Two three things I would like to say, since now you reminded me. This one initiative in 2017 that we took when I was the secretary, that we shifted our office from in Delhi to our own premises in Vasant Kunj. So that is now ISS office properly. Then we started the guest house as well, which was another initiative. And then another one was that the sociological bulletin was actually started being published by Sage. Bharati Samasha Samiksha, which is a Hindi journal, is also now published through Sage. So that was another thing that we could do. So there were many small little initiatives that we started during our tenure, and I'm sure they are also continuing now. So these are the things that I would like to say, that ISS has is becoming stronger, and I think now 7,000 plus life members, which is a huge number, starting from 1951 with only just 100, reaching to this stage. So I think that's a huge thing. And one more thing is that research committees and ad hoc groups, like, they have been doing very well. I think this was an idea which I would say that started around 1998, and in Aligarh conference. When I think Professor Umman was there, Professor Noor Muhammad, they were all there, and they initiated this idea. And it was a very not a very concrete idea at that time, but slowly and steadily it germinated, and then it spread. And in 2016 or 17 we had the rationalization of RCs. So now people are becoming very active. They are organizing things which are on their own, the midterm conferences and many other things that they are doing. So RCs have really coming well, and I think many of them are also associated with the International Sociological Association. That is also something very good, that more people, more Indian delegates, they are attending the ISA conferences in different parts of the world. We have all been also doing that. So I think
Exactly.
it's regional association becoming important for Indian Sociological Society. And Indian Sociological Society itself is playing a very important role as a part of the International Sociological Association. So I think there is this link. Actually, the idea basically came from there only. When there can be association of different countries, organizations, so why can't we have our own? So I think that was something which was very important. Then of course the website, the concept of newsletter, which the secretary now, Shweta, you are the
Yes.
editor. So that idea, I think there are many things that which Indian Sociological Society has now, taken over and moved forward. And as far as my tenure was concerned, I would just like to add that two things that I did very regularly that time. One was the midterm conferences. In
Yes.
22 it was held in Kashmir, and in 23 it was held in Lucknow,
Yes.
and another one was a young researchers workshop. Both the times, in 2022 it was in Guwahati IIT, and then it was in Vellore in 23. So where young people could come together. And I always believe that ISS is a financially sound body, though it's like it's a non-profit organization. But I personally feel that we should spend money as much as possible on the young scholars organizing these workshops, as well as the older people. And it was me who, and of course Shweta supported me that time, that we should have the free copies at least for very elderly people. If they're above 70, I think 30-40 years they have spent with the ISS, so at least that much of privilege we should give, because that would make ISS stronger. Money is there to spend, basically, of
Yeah,
course.
totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah,
Yes.
and properly, of course, but it has to be spent. And I was being told that you should spend, otherwise you pay a lot of income tax. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the situation we are facing. You're right.
yeah, it's for the ISS members, it's for the life members.
Yeah.
So I think that somehow that worked well so far, and we are continuing and with many of the works, and I'm sure the as we go on, the new ideas will come, and there will be new initiative. And this recording and documenting in this archives is also a very good idea. Yeah.
So thank you. Yes, ISS is transforming itself with each passing year. Role of RCs have increased. Rose, networking between national, regional associations is
Mhm.
also increasing. And as you mentioned, ISS and its affiliation with International Sociological Association. This time we are having it in Pune, National
Yeah.
Council meeting. That meeting of ISA, National Council of States. What exactly is the name? I'm forgetting the name of that association, where all countries meet together, and we are meeting.
Council of National Associations. Yeah.
Council of National Association.
Mhm.
Yes, I was forgetting the name. So they are having meeting here in Pune this time, and Professor Maitri Chaudhary is going to attend that meeting. And many new things are taking place in ISS, and with the support of all of you, the seniors who have taken ISS to this platform, till this platform, I would say. And with each passing year, its contribution is also increasing, membership is increasing. This time I would like to inform you off the record, because on record I'll be speaking during the conference, that we have contributed more than 60 lakh towards fixed deposit in ISS. The fund has been deposited as fixed deposit. So
Yeah.
yes, ISS fund is solid financially.
Yeah, actually, that I also mentioned. I didn't say the number, but it was also very good at that time. Now it's of course further increasing, and when you have fixed deposit, you get a lot of interest. So we should spend money carefully, but we should actually spend on really something good, which I think is important. And one thing I missed out, Rita, telling that even publications. Of course, we have three journals. E-Explorations is also there,
Right.
besides the Bharatiya Samaj Samiksha in Hindi, and also a sociological bulletin. That in 2022, based on that, we brought out a publication. Of the on the basis of the papers that were presented, 24 papers in this book called 100 Years of Sociology in India, published by Springer, in which you also contributed. I think it's this conference it will be released, and another one based on the Vellore conference will also be coming out. most probably by Rutledge. So we also take this initiative, to the people, the members who present papers during conferences, and attend conferences, present papers. So I think this should also be taken into account, that ISS should bring out more publications,
Yes,
giving chance to more people,
right.
not very limited. Otherwise, in bulletin and all of the president or memorial lectures come, but there's so many people who attend, and that will also give incentive to people to attend conferences. So
Yes, you
those
had
that also
suggested.
we did. Yeah.
Yeah, you had suggested me to take out volumes based on these two conferences,
Yeah.
49th and 50th All India Sociological Conferences. And
Mhm.
I would like to say here that, yes, I have taken your suggestion seriously and I'll work in this direction. So,
Yeah.
anything else you would like to add?
Anything else you would like to ask me? It's just that that people should consider Indian Sociological Society very important, and attending the conference equally important. It gives them a space, a platform, to present papers, to be more confident, to meet people, the well-known sociology, to hear them, to listen to them, to lecture, and to get to know them and get their works published. So I think it is something very important to do that. And when you present papers, of course, you have to do a lot of hard work, research, very genuine research, field work, a lot of reading. I think people have students, especially in particular, have the reading habit is going down. Many things are taken from website and all. So I think there is no substitute for good reading, as we were told by our teachers that you have to finish one book. Like I remember our teacher telling you, finish one book in a week, and then next week tell us what did you read in that book.
Yes.
So so that is the time we actually started reading a lot, and I think that time we used to read more than
Yes.
probably now. So I think just that, to take your work and your research and your reading and writing publication very seriously, very genuinely, and attend ISS conferences, and bring your views from your own perspective, from your context, from your own field, as to say, to the center. And I think that will really help you, not only help you, but help all of us, the seniors as well, because we'll always learn from our scholars, our students. It's always a learning process. So it's been wonderful, to be associated with the Indian Sociological Society for so long, and as long as it is possible, since I would do it, continue to do it. And research committee on gender studies, RC10, like we are in the advisory committee, we regularly attend, and I hope to continue to attend these conferences and gain from these.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. And not only you'll be gaining, but looking at you, seniors like you, young people will also learn a lot. And you have given a beautiful message for younger people that keep participating, keep learning, read books, and take area of study which is nearer to you, the place where you are located. Choose your area of study from there. So, quite a few message for younger generation, and I hope they'll take it seriously as your guidance, as a guidance from one of the seniors who have years of experience, and not only in the field of academics but also in the field of organization and organizing capabilities. You have served, in fact, Indian Sociological Society in this field. So your organizational capabilities, your academic capabilities will definitely guide generations to come. So looking forward to meeting you in SRM soon.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Shweta, for giving me this time and opportunity to be associated with the Indian Sociological Society, to express my views, which I have not done so coherently in such a systematic manner ever before. So, I would like to thank ISS for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining me. Thank you for joining ISS.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.